I'm not sure how to start this video. I guess a hello? Hello. Hello. Hi. I'm Gizzy. What's up? How you guys doing? You're probably confused of like, what's going on? Why did I stop uploading? Where did the videos go? And for the most part, to those who don't know, who wants to watch my old content from like 2015, that's on a different channel called Gizzy Gaza Cartoons. That's a separate story. Basically, I started uploading cartoons and they went viral. Cartoons got like 200 million views. I'm just gonna let that channel sit. Every other Minecraft video is gonna be on this channel. Everything was all great, you know, between 2013 to 2017, you know, and I believe that a lot of creators like myself would ride the next popular thing to continue to be, you know, continue to be successful, right? In 2012, I made the decision that I was going to do YouTube full time. I had an opportunity and luck was in my favor. It all worked out, especially around the Cops and Robbers era, which is great. Also, to those who have no idea who I am or like only recently subscribed a couple of months ago, trust me, I'm going to get to the point. You know, in 2012, it was very mod showcases. In 2013, it was very Cops and Robbers. 2014 was about mini games, and that was kind of like where the start of roleplay was starting to begin. 2015 was very roleplay. You know, you got like Sam Gladiator, Afmao, Gizzy Gaza, Aviator Gaming. I'm blanking other names like Rai Guy Rocky. There was like tons of people who were doing roleplay in this space. And it was awesome because I finally found something that worked for me. To those who don't know my past, I studied TV and film in university. I went to college for it. I genuinely have a passion of making shows and TV and movies and having something that works within the Minecraft space that does well, that pays my bills. That's something that I'm genuinely passionate about and you guys will also passionate about. That was so cool. 2016, however, I started to see this shift where the roleplay stuff kind of leaned towards more like the kids, right? Where you got daycare and who's your daddy and being a baby and role-playing as a baby. And that's kind of where I started to see the shift of people not respecting the space as much. If you know like 2024 roleplay space, you kind of see a pattern that history's repeating itself. So let me carry on. 2017, I kind of shifted away from like all the baby stuff and just focused on my stuff. So I started doing Clue and Purge and Friday the 13th was huge at the time. Yandere, all of these kind of more mystery dark element tones, and they did really well. But in 2018 though was, well, between 2015 to 2017, I was also still uploading cartoons, but also at the same time, my cartoons just went viral because the retentions were so high because they're cartoons. And so that's why I made the decision in 2018 to just focus entirely on cartoons because they were just going insane. I stopped the cartoons because I just don't like the direction the animation community has kind of gone. Not all animation communities, like the Storytime creators, the odds ones out, they're doing great. But more like the cartoon gaming kind of space right now. Like I don't know, no thanks. No thanks. So in 2019, I made a new channel, the Gizzy Gaza one. This is what you're watching. And I kind of just threw everything at the wall, just trying to figure out like what works. Like what works in the space. I was doing role play, I was doing mini games. In 2021, I decided, you know what? I want to take YouTube seriously. I want to start getting my views back to where they were. And I wanted to bring an audience back and focus on like making some good money doing Gizzy Gaza again. So I did a course. I basically became friends with a ton of creators that gave me a ton of advice. And I also studied YouTube to figure out what works within the space. A lot of people know me for roleplay. And so I was looking at the roleplay community and there isn't really much of a roleplay community anymore. The thing that is the biggest roleplay thing at the time was Afmao and Checkpoint, all these people in 2022 who was making more of like the kiddie version of like the roleplay. You know, the upbeat, colorful thumbnails, everything's high pitch and cool and like fast paced. As a business, I decided, you know what, this is my role play space now. Like, let's see if I can make it work. And then in 2022, everything went viral. Like I committed to this and I started to just do it and it was so cool. However, I noticed this pattern where a lot of people who were subscribing was Gen Alpha, which is fine, which is great. But that's the content. It took me a really long time to realize that most of my audience is Gen Z though. A lot of people who know of Gizzy Gaza is Gen Z with some Gen Alpha, especially now making the Gen Alpha content. I also don't like calling it the content farmy kids niche kind of like, I think it's just Gen Alpha content because that's what Gen Alpha's watching. I also feel like it's very hypocritical, like calling out people who make content about like popular IPs like Poppy Playtime when 10 years ago, the Gen Z people were eating up hundreds of FNAF videos. Where's the line? Where's the line? Y'all need to stop being hypocrites. Let kids enjoy content that you watched 10 years ago, right? While we're on the subject, don't lump every creator who makes like the Minecraft Kids content as bad creators. A lot of these people do genuine, really cool stuff. There's a lot of bad eggs for sure. And you can kind of tell just looking at the channels who's a bad egg and who's a good role model in the space. And in 10 years time, a lot of people like you guys, like a lot of Gen Z's like, oh, do you remember watching Gizzy Gaza? Like a lot of people in 10 years time who are watching this kind of content is gonna be like, oh, do you remember Cash and Nico? Oh my gosh, those were the days. It's a cycle. History's repeating itself. Let kids enjoy content, right? There's going to be content for kids. Let's just tailor them towards the good people and keep them away from the bad people. But the thing is, like with Gizzy Gaza, though, it caused this divide. It caused this huge divide. A lot of people who were like Gen Z were mad. They were upset. There was a lot of toxicity, a lot of negative opinions being thrown around my name. And also on top of that, with the Gen Alpha audience that I was garnering, they only cared about the game, right? They only cared about FNAF. They only cared about Gazza the Ban. They only cared about Rainbow Friends. It took me a really long time to realize that I was hurting my image and my reputation and everything that I built for the last however many years, 15 years I've been doing Gizzy Gaza. And this is basically up until August 2023. And in August 2023, I was doing Skitty Toilet content in Minecraft, and I was barely breaking 10K views. When you make these decisions like Skitty Toilet Minecraft and you can't even break 10K views, I took a step back and was like, I have to stop. I have to stop what I'm doing. I'm not happy. My audience is not happy. The audience didn't like me. They just wanted Skitty Toilet. And then the audience who did like me are gone. I pushed everyone away. There's this video online about like old Minecraft roleplay, and I got like name dropped a little bit. I'm gonna show you the clip.
This roleplay had mainly Gizzy Gaza as a guest, which is another awesome YouTuber. You know what? Let's go off course a little. I used to watch Gizzy Gaza like all the time as well back then. I'm pretty sure he deleted his old videos because I can't find him, and his quote-unquote oldest video is only 4 years ago. And I know for damn sure that is not right. Now he just uploads brain rot. It's kind of sad, you know. A lot of old Minecraft YouTubers just upload brain rot now, or some would say they upload shit now. But let's be honest to ourselves, back then what we were watching was probably considered brain rot to a lot of other people. So who's really to judge? Me, I'm the judge. Come on, Gizzy, what is this?
And he's 100% right. That is 100% how everybody feels. And the video has like 300,000 views. I left a comment explaining myself. It has 5,000 likes and calling me their childhood. I'm like, I had something. I was doing something good. I was doing something that I was proud of. I'm not making content that I'm proud of anymore. So I quit. I did quit as Gizzy Gaza. I took a step back and realized this is not what I want my legacy to be. And money was not worth it. I was very upset. I've developed severe anxiety. I stopped going on social media because it just made me sad. It made me upset seeing people not be very nice about me and people talking bad about me. Like, it just made me feel really bad. It gave me really bad anxiety. I just didn't like it. It just hurt me. I had to step away from a platform that I didn't feel welcomed on. So you're probably wondering why I'm making this video and what is next and where did the videos go? Well, I deleted the videos that I was not proud of. All the Gen Alpha style content, I don't consider them within the Gizzy Gaza brand. I also deleted Purge Season 5 and Season 6. I know that's going to be controversial. I genuinely did not like Purge Season 5 and Season 6. I did that as a decision because Jordan the Fear Raiser, love him, no disrespect. But he wanted to come back to Season 5 and did Minecraft again. So we did Season 5 and then he didn't want to do it again. So I was kind of like scrambling and I didn't like the storylines. I didn't like the characters' deaths. I didn't like the direction I went with Purge. So I deleted it. It's not canon. Season 1 to 4 are up on the old channel. Just to those who watched Purge, was curious about that, there you go. The reasons why the videos that are still on the channel are those the ones that I am proud of. Friday the 13th, Clue, FNAF, Yandere High School, FNAF Kids, Mystery Mall. These are videos that I put a lot of time and effort into, and they're movies, and they're like, dude, that's so good. If you haven't watched these, I highly recommend watching them and like knowing where I'm coming from. To those who have watched them and then they were upset that I switched to the Gen Alpha style content, I get it. And I would like to apologize to you guys specifically. I pushed you away. Like, that video has 300,000 views. Did I push potentially 300,000 people away? Because that's crazy to think about. I'm not saying that everybody's going to come back and start watching my content again now that I've stopped doing the Gen Alpha content, you know? For example, before I started doing Minecraft, I was really into RuneScape and Halo cinematics, or they were called machinimas at the time, like Halo machinimas and RuneScape machinimas. Specifically, Digital Fear, who did Arby and the Chief, as well as Tanoob Show, who did RuneScape Gods Exposed. that's kind of like what sparked my inspiration to start doing the kind of the roleplay stuff that you guys know and love. I still watch some RuneScape machinimas that are uploaded very infrequently, but I haven't watched a Halo machinima in a long time. I see that Digital Fear goes by John now. He uploads still, and I much respect the guy for RB and the Chief and everything that he's done and all the other shows that I've watched of him. But I personally don't have an interest in Halo machinimas anymore. Much to you guys, like if you don't have an interest in Minecraft machinimas or Minecraft roleplays anymore, totally valid. You're probably wondering, where did I go for the last like 10 months, which is also valid, so let me tell you. So I originally quit. I quit and I decided I wanted to still do YouTube as a full-time job because I was like, I'm still good at YouTube. Like I know what to do. I know how to get recommended, suggested. Like I wanted to pay my bills, right? Like I still need a job. I wanted to pay my mortgage, my bills, and, you know, put some money away for my future. I'm thinking about that, right? And so I made a completely different channel where I could just focus on a job. So YouTube is still my job. And I've spent the past 6 or 7 months or so building that to the point where it's no longer, Gizzy Gaza no longer needs to make money. That is now my 9 to 5, this YouTube thing on the side that I'm doing. And I want it completely separated from Gizzy Gaza. So now Gizzy Gaza can be treated finally after 12 years, 2012 when I started full-time YouTube. After 12 years, I can finally treat Gizzy Gaza as a hobby. That's kind of how I want to see Gizzy Gaza moving forward. I want to make movies that I want to make. I want to make movies that are fun. I want to make Minecraft roleplays again, but I want to do them like cinematics and like high quality and something that's like good and cool and something that I could be proud of and something I could look back on and watch years later. Yandere High School movie I did 3 years ago that I recently rewatched. I'm like, this is pretty good. I've actually scripted out a little bit of like Yandere High School Chapter 2 if I ever want to decide to do Chapter 2. I don't know how many people watched this one and enjoyed this, but I freaking love the characters. You know, Meme Boy, Mac, Digi, Gizzy and Yandere, Info-chan. Like, oh my gosh, it was so, this cast is so much fun to work with. And this looks like a murder mystery high school thing. I also actually think that there is a large audience that is interested in the more serious style of roleplays rather than the kid roleplay. Such as Dream SMP was very much a serious roleplay. And there was a huge audience for that. Not to mention that there was thousands of people who are still interested in watching my content, like my movies. There's still tons of people that watch Sam Gladiator who takes things very seriously as well. I think a lot of the kids or people who are watching the roleplay content right now, like targeted towards kids, are kind of getting sick of that and are looking for something more serious. So this might be a perfect storm situation. I'm also just worried that my channel's too old for it to get recommended as much as it used to. I guess time will tell. But also at the same time, this is, you know, not my job anymore, so who cares? But you're probably wondering why now. Well, I originally was going to do like a quitting video, or like I was going to say like, hey guys, I'm done in like December, January. But then MatPat and then Tom Scott and all these people started making quitting videos. And I didn't want people to like think I was just riding a trend or riding a wave. I'm like, I don't want people to think that I'm just piggybacking off this. And also I hate putting a hard stop on things. Recently, I made a RuneScape video, and I haven't made a RuneScape video in like 10 years. And it's because it's fun. Why not? Why do I have to stick to something and then like forever that's it? You know, in 2018, I announced I was quitting Minecraft, and then I came back to Minecraft a year later. So me making a video called like I'm quitting Minecraft or I'm quitting as Gizzy Gaza, that sucks. Because I don't want to put a full stop on something. Like, I just don't know. I also last month had a near-death experience. I don't want to go into details about what specifically happened. I made a decision that affected my health very badly, and I'm still kind of going through some trauma with that. And I got therapy, I'm talking it out. Sometimes like a week I'll go by without thinking about it, and then I'll think about what happened, and then like it sets me back. It's a healing process. It's like a lot of emotions going through. And I was like, if I died, what do I want to leave behind? And what do I want people to look back on with Gizzy Gaza that I've spent 15 years building? And I'm like, I don't like the content that I've been uploading. I just don't. And it's not even about like people's opinions. It's about my opinion. I want to just focus on doing what's fun for me, making content that I enjoy. It's not even about the money anymore. Like, I'll show you these stats. Clue Camp Dead went live a year ago. Barely broke 50K views. I think it's because I was uploading like all this Gen Alpha content around it. So the Gen Alpha viewers who watch like Rainbow Friends and their attention spans are very bad, saw this, didn't like it, and clicked off it, right? So, you know, the Gen C people, if you like Clue, there is a sixth one. You can go check it out. Also, I have no idea what to do with the thumbnails. I'm figuring that out. Here's how much it cost me, and then here's the stats of how much it made. These videos are not profitable. The movies are expensive, you know, animations, intros, editors, voice actors, body actors, all these people that I pay, the producers, map makers, modelers, skin makers. You know, there's so many, like, it's a team, it's a production, you know, it's like, it's a genuine movie. We just use Minecraft as a medium to storytell. So it's not even about the money. It's just something that I want to, like, leave behind and rewatch. Something that I've rewatched Friday the 13th so many times. Like these 3 movies with all the YouTubers trying to survive for Jason. Oh my gosh, so much fun. And to those who are asking, I'm fine. I just have severe anxiety. I'm processing my near-death experience. I don't like the content I was making. YouTube is still my job. It's still like a 9 to 5, and that will always come first. And Gizzy Gaza, I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just treat it as a hobby? It's not going to be profitable. I don't even know how many views this video is going to get and how many views the movies in future are going to get. But that's the point. It's like, I don't care. Gizzy Gaza is not my job anymore. It doesn't need to make the money. I'd rather use my other channel to invest back into Gizzy Gaza. And that's kind of where we're at. So that's kind of why I quit and what is next. And I don't think there's anything else to add except that I'm happy and that I'm healthy. I'm doing fine. I still have my dog Rocky. I'm still married. We've been married for over 5 years now. Sorry if I'm not really much on social media as much anymore. I also closed my Discord. I don't know if or when I would be reopening to that. I just want to make this video just to let you guys know on what's happening, where I've been, what's going on, what my plans are, what I want to do with life. And yeah, I feel better. I feel better. So I hope to see you in the next movie. We are working on a Purge movie. So if you guys are excited for that, that's great. It's kind of like a soft reboot. It's not season 5 or season 6. It's not carrying on from the show from like 2015. You don't need to rewatch that. That's fine. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't need to go watch it to understand this one. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy that. And I don't know when that, it'll probably be by the end of this month. And yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys listening and sitting in here. And I'm going to go before the retention gets really bad and you guys get bored and all the Gen Alpha kids already left. So shout out to you guys who genuinely support me and appreciate me and have been worried about me and are excited about the future. Let me know in the comments below your opinions. I love to read them all. If you still hate me, that's totally fine. Your opinion is valid. I just don't have to be on a platform where if I don't want to see it, I don't have to see it. That's great. Okay. All right. See you later, guys.